This, ladies and gentlemen, is the stranger. The stranger. This little gray thing right here actually has a pretty interesting story. And I'm probably not going to be able to get too close. I think it's a female. Like I said, I have not been able to get very close yet. Hi, darling. Hi. Now, the story with this one is she was found by other cats and brought here. We've just recently moved, and we had 3 cats because I take care of a clouder. We've been transplanting them from the old house to the new one, to an outdoor enclosure to allocate them to the new location because I can't just abandon them. But 3 of them escaped, okay? Pinky, Dad, and Hobo, which really frightened me because Hobo doesn't have teeth, so he's not going to be able to eat in the wild, and they have no idea where they are, okay? Pinky ran off, Hobo and Dad went after her, and they disappeared, and I couldn't find them. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. Hello, darling. I call her Stranger. You'll find out why in a minute. We're in the middle of nowhere, and they were gone. I searched the woods, I did whatever I could, couldn't find them. Dad and Hobo eventually found their way back 9 days later without Pinky. They had this one with them. Come on, honey. That's what she's waiting for right there. She may not come towards it because I'm kind of close. She's still very skittish. So they had this one with them when they returned instead of Pinky. And don't worry, Pinky did turn up a couple of days later. You gonna come close? Okay, this is new. She's about 2 feet from me. It's all right, it's all right. Don't be afraid. I won't bother you. So they left with Pinky and came back with her. And like I said, Pinky did eventually return 13 days after being lost. And she was very sick, but she's fine now. All 3 of them are doing great. Just a mishap by which Pinky got away and Dad and Hobo went after her. And those 2 are so mellow, if I'm around, they normally wouldn't go anywhere, but they chased her. Isn't that right, darling? And like I said, this one showed up with the boys, Dad and Hobo, 9 days after getting lost and returning with this cat. And she's been hanging around the house ever since. Plus, she must sense that the other cats are here. Like I said, I've got some of the ferals from the clouder at the old house in an outdoor enclosure. I've caught all but one of them at this point, bringing them to the new location. And it takes a while for them to get used to where they are. I just didn't have the heart to leave them there. It was too irresponsible. And again, wow, this is about as close as she has gotten to me. See if I can... Oh, no. That much was enough to frighten her. Go ahead, I won't bother you. You don't have to be my pal. I'll tell you what. You come and I'll fill the bowl. No strings attached. Sometimes they stay feral. I don't know if this is a feral cat or an abandoned cat, a lost cat, or who or what she is. No one around here knows a gray cat. So I don't know where it came from. But she can get fresh food and fresh water and shelter if she needs it. It'll be here. For the first several days, she would come to the bowl and grab a mouthful of morsels and run with them about 10 or 15 feet away and drop the pieces on the ground and then eat them, and then come back and do it again. And she would just run back and forth like that from the bowl over and over and over. And then it got to where I would put the bowl down, and then, you know, she would come and sit and eat and just eat when I left. But now, as you can see, I'm relatively close, again about 2 feet away, just sitting here, not moving too much. She doesn't seem disturbed by my voice, but movements, like when I moved my hand, she got nervous. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a female. Obviously, I can't examine the animal. Hello, dear. It's all right. Eventually, she'll get reunited with Hobo and Dad when they've been in the outdoor enclosure long enough that I don't have to worry about them disappearing. Usually if you transplant a cat that's used to being outdoors, you have to keep them in a sort of an outdoor enclosure, which I do have one. It's actually under the porch here, for like 4 to 6 weeks, so that they get accustomed enough to the sights and smells and sounds that they're not terrified and just run away. But yeah, I picked up another one, and like I said, I call her the Stranger. The Stranger. Poor little thing. Well, you've got a home now, sweetheart.